Okay, this is working. Holy balls. The Jews are calling to live by. Hey, hey, do, 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 do. Let me just see if there's anything. Yeah, this is fine. I'll just change it in a later date. Holy balls. Gonna make this full screen right now. Just do it low for now because I'm on this computer. Dude, wait, this is Beast. I didn't realize there's a different opening than like loading screen than there was in Persona 5 Vanilla. What the balls? What the balls? Everybody. Yeah, do English. What the balls?
This story is a work of fiction.
What the balls?
Similarities between characters or events to persons living or dead in your world are purely. Only those who have agreed to the above have the privilege of partaking in this game.
What the balls?
The contract has been sealed. The world is not as it should be. It's filled with distortion, and ruin can no longer be avoided. Those who oppose fate and desire change. From time to time, they were referred to as tricksters. You are the trickster.
What's the balls? Okay, I remember this scene. You're right in the casino and get caught. Joker.
He's here. Move it immediately.
Good. Now get running.
This is...
But I have to say, showing yourself above that crowd earlier was an excellent move. Nice work as always, Joker.
I've had skull and...
Go, Joker.
Just run, get... Okay, the enemy's focus is on him. Everyone remember where we're meeting up? No.
Stop right there! Get away!
All the music in this game is so gas, it's so nostalgic. Oh, yeah.
Comparing power levels. No
Zona.
threat. Get him, Joker.
Go down!
Go down.
Everyone else, head to position. Use route B.
Come! There!
Okay, pull out before their backup gets here. Good. You defeated the... More of that? Joker behind.
Go, go, go. But we know what happens now.
You should be able to get out. Huh? What? All right. Jokers! It's an enemy! Even you... Huh? Joker! That weird read...
Wow, that's interesting. It's different now.
I'll end this right now. Joker! It's her! She's the weird reading I've been getting! I hate self-relying on you so much. That ends today. Let's do this, Senpai! The enemy readings have decreased? That's... It's been a while since we last fought side by side. But this time, it's my turn to come to your aid, Senpai.
Persona! There!
That's the last of them? I genuinely have no clue what just happened, but I take it you're okay? Wait, bad news. Enemy backup's headed your way. You need to book it right now. Please go. I'm going to make it harder for them to track you down. You still have something you need to do as a Phantom Thief. Then I won't stop you, since I'm not a member of the Phantom Thieves. However, please... Joker, you need... All right, let's do it.
Do we escape in this version? There's no way.
He's not alone. Find them and kill them all.
Oh, he's screwed here.
Something wrong? The exit should be up ahead.
You're there.
That's just how it is. After that commotion, the bottom floor's completely closed off. Hey, can you make it?
Over there. There's nowhere to run.
It took too long.
See ya.
Huh, what a show-off. You're so reckless, you know that?
Now he's rolled.
Enemies here?
What's wrong?
These readings. It can't be.
What happened?
An ambush? Joker, can you handle this?
Joker!
Oh no!
Capture him! Let's go! Go, go, go! Go over there! Stop struggling! Suspect secure!
Didn't expect to find some kid. You have your teammate to thank for this. You were sold out.
Suspect confirmed. Cuff it.
Damn, so I assume he got sold out by a catch agent.
Guess the drug was too strong.
Wake him up.
No dozing off. You still don't get it, do you?
Give it up!
Come on, cooperate. What? You want another shot? Huh? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence? So you're not that dumb. Which is good. Because we get to take as much time as we need. Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh?
too normal for now.
You should know your place. Sign here. It's a confession under your name. Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility for their actions.
So I've been thinking, what's my name gonna be like? Squarey Cricklo. So we started with Jeremy Jenkins for Persona 4, and it was Albert Johnson for 3. He looks like an Edward Cracktop, dude. Edward Cracktop. Oriole Cracktop. Edward Cracktop. Oriole Edward. I don't know if I like Edward as much. I mean, look up the definition of Oriole. Yeah, it's like really good. Crack house or crack top? Royal crack house. Royal crack house. This is very important. Royal crack house. Let's do it. Very important. Very important.
Excuse me, but this area's off.
I'm Nijima from the public prosecutor's office.
The prosecutor's off.
Just let me through. It's urgent.
Nijima-san. Besides,
Are you prosecutor? I just got up the hurry and get it over with. To be.
I'm responsible for this case, yet
I'm calling because
I will not be convinced, and this is my case.
Prosecutor, I forgot to mention something important. Your time will be cut. It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown.
I understand.
Dun, 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 dun,
I
dun,
didn't-
dun.
You'll be answering my... Those bastards. Can you hear me? Almost anything can happen. That's why I need you to answer. What was your objective? Why did you cause such a... I didn't think it was a prank from the get. It's because I couldn't... There's no way I could be convinced of such... It seems you're coherent. When and where did you... How is it even possible now? Start from the...
Yeah, I forgot how this game has such a cool premise. You're in the interrogation room remembering what occurred. And that's the playthrough of the game. But I haven't played through to the part where we get caught up with the interrogation.
This is true, but if my voice... I beg you. The key to victory lies within the memories of your bonds. It all began that day. For the sake of your world's future.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for riding with us today. We will be arriving in Shibuya shortly. This is the last stop for this line. Please transfer here for all subway lines. The doors to your left will open.
Please help!
damn brat! I'll sue!
What? Are you for real? A mental shutdown? It's the truth. To a person, though? That's gotta be a joke. You really love all that occult stuff, don't you?
That's what's going on.
Huh?
And tomorrow's task is soon.
Arson.
Yogen Jaya. This is Yogen Jaya. Train doors are now closing. Please stand back.
So my problem with this game was I could literally never figure out where to go because I'm like stupid or something.
Look. Oh, yeah. So, well, it belongs in the back alley.
Public transit bus was driven down to citizens.
Oh.
What could be going on?
And down is the name of a shelf.
Oh. They did say that was today.
We'll be going now. The payment's on the table.
Thanks for coming.
This place is in the back alley, so there's no worries of a car crashing in.
A what now?
There's been a string of those rampage accidents, you know. I just hope that none happen.
None of my concern.
Huh.
So, you're the guy. Uh-huh. I'm Sojiro Sakura. I was wondering what kind of unruly kid would show up. But you're the one, huh? Have you been told? A customer of mine and your parents know each other. Well, not that that matters.
This is you. I'll at least give you
Honestly, like pretty beast for a room, dude. Like it's massive.
It's on you to clean up. I'll be leaving after you'll be alone at night, but don't do anything stupid. Now then, I got the gist of your. You protected some woman from a man forcing himself on her. He got injured, then sued you, right? That's what you get for sticking your nose in a matter between two adults. And now that you've got a criminal record, the courts ordered you to transfer and move out here. In other words, they got rid of you for being a pain in the ass. It's best you not talk about anything unnecessary. I am in the restaurant business, you know. Behave yourself for the year. Cause any problems. We'll be going to Shujin tomorrow. Shujin Academy. We'll introduce ourselves. There's rarely a place that'll accept. Your luggage arrived a little while ago. What the heck? I heard. Actually, though it's only natural you'd want to keep. Why don't you go to bed for tonight? I'm going to close up shop and. I won't be the one looking after you if you get sick from staying up.
My fit was so gas.
Damn brat! I'll sue!
Well, you sued the shit out of me. Duh. Oh, this is a memory of that day, huh?
How dare you?
No!
Don't give me that shit.
Ow!
Captain Save-A-Ho, Joker complex.
You think you're worth
I'll call the police!
police are my bitches. They're not gonna take you seriously.
No!
Someone call. Get in the car. Incompetent fools like you just need to. What are you looking at? Get out of my. This ain't a show. See? Get in the car.
PPP. It's so creepy. Now I meet Igor.
Trickster, welcome to my velvet room.
So you've come too, inmate. The you in reality is currently fast asleep. You are only experiencing this as a dream. You're in the presence of our master. Stand up straight!
Welcome. I am delighted to make your acquaintance. This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. It is a room that only those who are bound by a contract may enter. I am Igor, the master of this place. Remember it well. I summoned you to speak of important matters. It involves your life as well. Still, this is a surprise. The state of this room reflects the state of your own heart. To think a prison would appear as such. You truly are a prisoner of fate. In the near future, there is no mistake that ruin awaits you. I speak of the end to everything. However, there is a means to oppose such a fate. You must be rehabilitated toward freedom. That is your only means to avoid ruin. Do you have the resolve to challenge the distortion of the world? Allow me to observe the path of your rehabilitation. Pardon me for not introducing the others. To your right is Caroline. To your left, Justine. They serve as wardens here.
Ha! Try and struggle as hard as you like. The duty of wardens is to protect inmates. We are also your collaborators. That is, if you remain obedient.
I shall explain the roles of these two at another occasion. Now then, it seems the night is waning. It is almost time. Take your time to slowly come to understand this place. We will surely meet again eventually.
Time's up. Now hurry up and go back to sleep.
Hmm. Ruin rehabilitation. I love that it's a prison in Persona 5.
Well then, let's go introduce ourselves.
And we got to meet one of the prison guards.
It'll take a while to get. I'll drive. Men aren't usually.
Men aren't usually allowed in my passenger seat. Dude, he's.
Do me a favor and behave yourself, all right? Don't get me wrong. I don't care what happens to you. Just don't cause me any trouble.
To reiterate, just so we're clear, you will immediately be expelled if you cause any problems. In my opinion, you're nothing but a liability. But we had our circumstances to consider. Whatever you might have gotten away with in your hometown, if you are thrown out from our school. This is the teacher in charge.
I'm
Kawakami.
Sadayo Kawakami. Here's your student ID. Be sure to read the school rules. Any violations will send you straight to the guidance office. And if by chance you cause any problems, I won't be able to protect you at all.
Holy balls.
That is your promise, yes, Principal Kobayakawa?
Mm-hmm. He is responsible for all his actions.
But really, though, why me? There should have been better candidates.
It was a sudden transfer in your class.
If you're done explaining things, I got a store to get.
Sakura-san, please don't let him cause any
Well, I'll be sure to have a serious talk about the situation he's in.
Come to the faculty office when you arrive at school tomorrow. I'll show you to your classroom.
Everyone's giving you the cold shoulder. That's what having a criminal record does to you. Turns out your past follows you wherever you go. By the way, if you get expelled now, I won't hesitate to kick you out. Got it?
I think I'll scrape by.
I could save us all a little time and just kick you out now. Come.
What a troublesome situation.
I can't believe they pushed someone with a record on me. A male teacher would be better suited for this.
Why in the world was someone like that admitted here?
Who knows? It was the principal's decision. I was told that it's for the school's reputation.
I would have thought that my volleyball team has contributed more than enough to cover that.
That's certainly true.
Be careful, okay? Then again, if anything were to happen, I'd kick out a student like that right away.
I keep wishing that he'd just end up not coming to school. Still, that isn't something I should be saying as a teacher.
Well, I should be returning to practice.
Oh, right. The tournament's coming up, isn't it?
Having such high expectations placed on you by others is quite a problem in itself. We'll have to work hard to make up for the track team, too.
Yes, that's true. Why'd it have to be my class?
Traffic's not moving at all. You're taking the train starting tomorrow. So, how was it? The school, I mean. Think you can manage? Do you even understand your situation? Still, you were expelled once already. To think you'd re-enroll at a different one. It's not like anyone will be sympathetic with you. If that's what it was like at school, people might say stuff about me in the future, too. What a troublesome kid I've taken in. I was asked to do it, and I just happened to agree to it. I've already been paid for it too, after all.
And now, back to today's top stories. A subway train has derailed, severely affecting the timetable across all of...
Oh, another accident? So that's why it's so crowded. There's been a lot of those lately. In fact, there was a real sad one just last month. It happened before you came here. If I remember right, the girl that passed away was only 15. Her parents have got to be just...
All traffic around Shibuya Station is being redirected due to the accident, so drivers should expect jam-packed streets.
Oh, come on.
The inbound train will soon be arriving at platform number 1. Please wait behind the yellow location.
We're experiencing technical difficulties in the lower line.
I don't have a visual yet.
That was direct footage from the accident. According to the police, the engineer's life was not in danger despite his injuries. After questioning, even he could not explain his high speed when approaching the station. No further comments were made. Police are still looking for a plausible motive.
It's less of an operating accident and more of a crime of the company and the government. Site inspectors apparently reported all of this 6 months ago. The deterioration of the tracks and the ATC. Seems a railway company and the Ministry of Transport both turned a blind eye to the truth. There's no way they can hide. This will go all the way to the top.
Now on to our main story. With this derailment accident, as well as other recent incidents of unknown motive, concern is spreading among the general public. Just what could be causing such a drastic change so suddenly in these people? SNN has
Everything's linked. That's what you're thinking, correct? Oh well. Are you free? You and I haven't gone for a drink in a while.
Thank you, sir. But I have another meeting to attend. I must be going.
I was ready to go for this meeting, and that's when this extremely fast train just came crashing in. Oh man, I thought I was gonna die.
A noisy subway platform filled with people was suddenly...
Did you ask for me? Is it a case?
Not quite. I want your opinion on something.
Sure. Your judgment is quite often correct, though. Can we discuss this over sushi, perhaps? You are making a student work late, after all.
Conveyor belt only.
Damn, to think there'd be that much traffic. What a waste of time. I wasn't able to open the cafe today. Whatever. Just head upstairs. There's something I need to give to you. Talk about a gruesome accident. 80 people were involved. Here's a diary. Make sure you keep it up to date. You may be under probation. There's no special limitations on what you do in particular. Besides following the law, that is. However, I'm obligated to report on you, which is why I'm having you record your daily activities. Hey, what's up? I'm about to leave right now. Don't worry. I'll be there in no time. I'll see you soon. Well, I'm off. I'll lock the place up. So do whatever you want for the rest of the night. Oh, but don't mess up my store. If something goes missing, I'll hand you right over to the cops. You got school tomorrow. You better head off to bed, all right?
I should write something.
The phone ringing up and down. It's so beast.
Hey, it's me. Have you forgotten my voice already? It's Sakura. Anyway, I closed up shop, but I forgot to flip the sign to close. It's too much
access
trouble
to
for me to come back.
rationalization to allow for it to change its type. Fighting types will just bash close combat into this thing, only to be met with go-go gadget flying. Sand teams have been historically quite good in both singles and VGC, and Tyranitar in doubles is especially strong due to Rock Slide spam being one of the most frustrating things to play against, as the opponent is constantly threatening a double flinch. And with partners like Excadrill and Rillaboom at its side, it's become an increasingly solid pick for even non-sand-based teams. Bro's just goated. But where Tyranitar was born talented, the next pick had to work for their current success. And by work, I mean have it handed to them on silver platter on the beaches of Hawaii. This is but the strongest Gen 3 Pokemon across both singles and VGC is without a doubt Pelipper. Oh, the Pelipper. So smoothly doth he crest the wind god. Okay, so this might confuse a whole lot of people who haven't kept up with Pokemon. Without a doubt Pelipper. Oh, the Pelipper. So smoothly doth he crest the wind god. Okay, so this might confuse a whole lot of people who haven't kept up with Pokemon for a while, but Pelipper started off life as a very forgettable flying water type with basically no niche to its name. It's got solid defenses and a good special attack stat, but not much past that. In Gen 7, Game Freak gave this man the deal of a lifetime. Pelipper, I can grant you control over the storms, all for your precious move. Secret power. Are you serious? And just like that,
Now a game actually starts.
They give the only weather center with access to Tailwind in Tailwind obviously.
Let's do it.
Oh, let's go. I could do that all now.
I should write something. I'll just add this. I'll just add this.
I love his voice lines.
Let's do it.
Wide Guard also makes it a super powerful pick in restricted formats, allowing for it to wall the likes of Calyrex Ice, Calyrex Shadow, and opposing Kyogre.
Live an honest student's life.
It's so good, it even won the 2024 American International Championship. Oh, the Pelipper. How gracefully doth he crest the team builder.
What's that?
Gen 4 is actually pretty cut and dry Heatran. Never has there been a more consistent Pokemon in Pyramid since it was released. Look, it's the first straight-up legendary Pokemon on the list, and it's a bulky Fire Steel type with immunity to fire moves. That's pretty solid. I mean, it's got legendary stats: 96 HP, 106 defense, 30 special attack, 106 special defense, and 70 cells. This guy was difficult to KO with leftovers recovery in previous games to Gen 9, but this thing can now turn into a grass type. Let me lay this
Whoa,
out for
I
you.
think that animation's new. I don't recall that being in vanilla
Both of which
P5.
are staring down the Heatran, which have the opportunity to KO it with a single move. You double into it with Surging Strikes and Earth Power, but uh-oh, now it's a grass type. Both of these moves are now resistant and just bounce off the dude. Even if you had a Pokemon which you could hit grass type for super effective damage, unless the Heatran has already changed into a grass type, you're basically gambling that type. As a Fire Steel type with a fire immunity, everything that hits grass with super effective damage just doesn't touch Heatran before it terras. It resists ice and flying moves and is totally immune to poison and fire. Have fun playing the 50-50. But in all seriousness, the tools at its disposal are nothing to scoff at. It hits hard, it's got tools like Earth Power, Magma Storm, Taunt, and Stealth Rocks. It's just a workhorse of a Pokemon if there's ever been one. Also, it's a frog. Speaking of workhorse Pokemon, our next pick is Link. It's got tools like Earth Power, Unicorn Tongue, Stealth Rocks. It's just the workhorse of a Pokemon if there's ever been one. Also, it's a frog. Speaking of workhorse Pokemon, our next pick is Landorus. And before we get into this guy, I need to clarify something. Upon the release of Generation 5, the forces of nature were criticized for just straight up being dudes. But this is not a man. Yes, he is featherless, but he is notably not bipedal. This is not a man. This is a goat. However, we are not discussing this one. We're talking about his first summon. Landorus Therian has been the face of competitive Pokemon for generations. Despite its 4x ice weakness as a flying ground type, this dude has never taken it out. Wait, don't look at that. Okay, maybe he's not as good as he used to be, but this guy has a legacy. As a bulky and decently fast Pokemon with phenomenal 145 attack stat,
I've been rolled
Landorus
in
can do
Japan.
it
I
all.
can't take the
In
subway.
singles, it can click Stealth Rocks and pivot out with U-turn while threatening major damage with Earthquake and remove items with Knockoff. It can even set up and sweep with Swords Dance. It's literally never been below OU in Smogon singles since it was released, and its viability translates super well
Exit
into its
8.
VGC career. If Intimidate is a nice bonus in singles, it's a whole personality in doubles. Scarf Landorus has been one of the most consistent Pokemon of all time in tournaments. Landorus not only keeps its phenomenal tools in U-turn and Stomping Tantrum from singles, but it runs Rock Slide and VGC to threaten flinches on slower Pokemon. And with Gen 9, it gained Flying Stab in Terraflying Terra Blast, which not only removes all of its ground-type weaknesses, but gives it a super powerful Flying-type attack with a 2x multiplier on damage, since it was already a Flying-type before in Terra. Its pivoting also allows for partners like Rillaboom and Urshifu to hit the field at the most opportune of times. It gives the player great core positioning options. I'm ride or die for this guy, even if he has a lot of haters. Some people just don't like to see people be happy and successful. I love you, Landorus. You know, the more I think about my Generation 6 pick, the more I realize that a lot of these dudes just didn't age that well, including my pick. But regardless, this bird has some sauce. Probably Thai curry, that's the best one at Buffalo Wild Wings. Okay, so Talonflame upon release was frankly stupid. You wouldn't expect a fire flying type with a mediocre stat spread of 78 HP, 81 attack, 71 defense, 74 special attack, 69 special defense, and 126 speed to be all that viable. But Talonflame defied its low potential by having one of the most broken abilities ever introduced in Pokemon. In Generation 6, its ability Gale Wings granted +1 priority to all flying type moves. This meant that it had priority on Tailwind, Roost, and the most powerful priority move in history in +1 Brave Bird. This was frankly ridiculous.
King's the line.
Talonflame in singles.
Oh, man. Did it say it was going to rain today?
Huh? It's raining outside?
It just started all of a sudden. This is why I hate the early spring.
That reminds me. Did he take an umbrella?
Hmm? Who are you talking about?
Don't mind me. So, what'll it be?
One house blend, please.
Yeah, she is.
The effects of yesterday's subway accident continues on today.
She under your bed, she under the front. Little futon.
There's been a lot of nasty accidents lately. You know, I mean the subway accident that the news is talking about. My coworker got caught up in it and is in the hospital now. But that aside, it's kind of creepy. The people who caused these accidents supposedly went crazy all of a sudden. I heard that some of them suffered from nervous breakdowns during interrogation.
Huh.
I should write something.
me to give you a ride to school? You're gonna be late.
Sure, thank you.
Do you need a lift too?
Huh? Nah.
Damn it! Screw that pervy teacher.
Pervy teacher? What do you want? You planning on ratting me out to Kamoshida? Huh? In that car just now, it was Kamoshida. He does whatever the hell he wants. Who does he think he is, the king of a castle? Don't you agree?
Which castle?
It's just a saying. Hmm? Wait, you don't know you're from Shujin. What? No other high school's got a uniform like this. Huh. A second year, huh? Or this... Never seen you before. Oh. Then no... This rain ain't too bad. Damn it.
There was a terrible subway accident that day. You remember it, don't you? I assume you know of the uproar that the public calls the psychotic breakdown incident.
The psychotic breakdown incidents.
It was all over the news, and one of the victims included a teacher at your high school. I've no doubt you heard about it. On that day, were you still an ordinary student?
Priority recovery and flying time attacks made it so it didn't even really need to invest in speed, being able to run a bulk of set with roost and priority and acrobatics. In doubles, it was just as powerful, having access to priority tailwind to give its partners double speed for 3 turns. This was so busted that in Generation 7, Talonflame received a nerf by making Gale Wings only grant priority when it was at full health. While you might believe that this would ruin Talonflame forever, it remains a powerful Tailwind option in Generation 9, since it can not only use priority Tailwind on turn 1, but it can also run a bulky set with Taunt and Will-O-Wisp to prevent the opponent from dealing a lot of damage and using important moves like Trick Room or Spore. And while its singles viability has decreased significantly over the years, landing it in NU, it's the Gen 6 Pokemon with the best track record across both formats. Gen 7 introduced a number of ridiculously powerful Pokemon into both singles and VGC. Tapu Koko dominated Generation 7 VGC with its fast electric moves and ability to set terrain. It was also a menace in OU with the ability to defog, set screens, and pivot with either U-turn or Volt Switch, then go on the offensive whenever it was needed. Kartana was yet another Pokemon whose viability was consistent across both singles and VGC, despite its 4 times weakness to fire. Beast Boost allowed for Kartana to sweep through entire teams by boosting its speed after a Swords Dance, or just straight up snowballing its attack stat. But for my money, Tapu Fini is without a doubt the best Pokemon to come out of Alola. As a Water Fairy type, it has one of the best type combinations possible in Pokemon. Not only does it have phenomenal bulk with 70 HP, 115 defense, and 130 special defense, but with its 85 speed and 95 special attack, it can opt into a choice spec set to be offensive when it's needed. But the trait that puts Tapu Fini above every other Gen 7 Pokemon is its ability of Misty Surge. Misty Surge sets Misty Terrain on the battlefield. This terrain prevents all status conditions from being inflicted, so it can stop partners from being put to sleep by a Mucus. And with its wide move pool, it's kind of a Swiss Army knife. Taunt allows for it to prevent Trick Room, Ice Wind provides the team some speed control, and Combine lets it set up and spam Muddy Water to cause your opponent to break their switch after their 3rd accuracy drop. I mean, if they snap the switch, you just automatically win. It's literally in the rules. I'm not kidding. Actually, maybe, is it in the rules? If you snap your switch, do you lose? Like, you can't play the game anymore, but I like to imagine that that's written in the rules. If you, like, break your switch, the other person wins. That's gotta be somewhere. Alright. This Pokemon is so strong and well-liked that its exclusion from Generation 9 has left VGC players missing it and awaiting its return in Generation 10. Please come back, Tapu Fini. You can't treat you how I treat you. Okay, Generation Urshifu. It's Urshifu. There's no competition. It's not close. It's Urshifu. Urshifu Rapid Strike is so broken that it's by far the most used water type in Generation 9 VGC. It's just straight up banned in Smoke on singles, so there's that. Urshifu Rapid Strike has a multi-hit water move which crits every single turn, meaning that bypasses screens, intimidate, and defense boosts. And its ability Unseen Fist lets it bypass protect entirely. So, what's the defensive play? You set up Sun? You use Wo Chen? Well, yes, actually, but the point is that this Pokemon has such limited counterplay that running any other water type is kind of not advised. It's just so far ahead of the competition that I could say it's going to win the World Championships this year with practically no worry in my heart that it might not. Urshifu's exclusion from the upcoming Regulation H metagame has led to people running Gyarados, Palafin, and even Paldean Tauros to fill its role in the team. I mean, they could have run it before, but then they'd be at a massive disadvantage because these Pokemon are notably not Urshifu. If you've never used this Pokemon, I implore you to try and use it today. You don't realize just how much easier life becomes when you do. It's just that good. 130 attack, 97 speed. You can run Scarf, you outspeed, Calyrex Shadow. This isn't even on the script. I'm just ripping at this point. Like, I can talk about this Pokemon all day. It's just broken. Damn it. Now, Gen 9 is one of the most power crept generations we've ever had, which makes sense because it's the newest one. It should be the most power crept. And I think you already know which Pokemon we're going to have to put here. In the sea of powerful Paradox Pokemon and Legendaries, Fluttermane remains one of the most consistent Pokemon ever created. As a Ghost Fairy type, it's got access to every good trait you want out of a Glass Cannon. 55 HP, 55 attack, 55 defense, 135 special attack, 135 special defense, 135 speed, and photosynthesis. Also Moon Blast. Like, on paper, this seems balanced because it's not going to live any physical hits. It's going to drop to a neutral attack. But here's the thing. The good stats on it, the 135s, those are so high that it doesn't really need to invest all that much into them, and it can focus on investing into its weaker stats to make sure it's bulky enough to live ridiculous attacks like Urshifu Rapid Strike, Surging Strikes. Booster Energy also allows for it to instantly become the fastest Pokemon in the field, and support its partners with a wide variety of moves like Taunt, Icy Wind, and even on occasion, Trick Room. And since it's a Ghost Fairy type, it's neutral to dark moves like Sucker Punch. It can actually terrestrialize into a pure Fairy type to not only make it resist Sucker Punch, but also make its Moon Blast into a nuke. So it gets way too many great partners. It pairs well with Incineroar, Urshifu, Koraidon, Chi-Yu, Tornadus. The list goes on. It's genuinely one of the easiest Pokemon to fit onto a team because of how many roles it can fill while still being an offensive threat. And its numerous regional championships won within the year of its release is a testament to its power. I actually have a whole video going over it that you can check out right after this one. Oh, also it's banned in Ubers and Smoke on singles, so there's that. Okay, with our 9 most powerful Pokemon selected, we can move on to our little tier list rankings so I can determine how good they are in comparison to one another.
Stop it.
Other broken Pokemon, so let's get into it. In D tier, we have just Talonflame. Yes, Talonflame is one of the most consistent Generation 6 Pokemon, but Gen 6 Pokemon, let's get into it. In D tier, we have just Talonflame. Yes, Talonflame is one of the most consistent.
Running away, are we? What a heartless friend you are.
He ain't a friend. Come on, hurry up and go!
I can determine how good they are
What's the
in comparison
matter?
to one another.
Too scared to run away?
Is one of the most consistent Generation 6 Pokemon, but
focus
Gen 6 Pokemon haven't really aged that well. Still there was only real competition, to be honest. While it was neither of these two are even close to being as much as every time on this list, as there's so much power crept nowadays. But Talonflame did win a region of Generation 9. In D tier, we have Heatran and Tyranitar.
Where'd your energy from
Pokemon are some of the greatest Pokemon to ever grace the
Doesn't like you,
but over time, Tyranitar has slowly fallen to the wayside. And chiefly enough, it became UU and slowed down singles for the first time ever. It's still a menace, but its current place in the metagame is nowhere near the dominance it held in previous generations. Heatran is still very much OU and a solid answer to Pokemon like Overrun. But that doesn't really matter anymore now that Overrun has been banned to Uber. But its types, as strong as they are going to stand in today's setup.
Hold him there.
Its quality due to other fire types like Chi-Yu or Incineroar can be preferred over it in most other types. It is without a doubt still a strong option though. In B tier, we have Dragonite. Once again, possibly Pokemon has aged the best over the years. Its access to physical which prevents intimidate drops and flinches combined with irritable shield makes it a reliable workhorse offensive Pokemon in both modern and in VGC, and it has multiple top cuts every Generation 9. In A tier, we have Landorus, Therian, Pelipper, and Tapu Fini. Landorus' legacy is competitive can't be understated, with it having been the base of both Smogon and OU up until recent generations.
Was your previous decision
You going soon? Oh. Hmm? Playing Persona 5 Royal right now.
Very well. I have heeded your resolve. Bow to me. I am thou. Thou art I. Thou who art willing to perform all sacrilegious acts for thine own justice. Call upon my name and release thy rage. Show the strength of thy will to ascertain all on thine own. Though thou be chained to hell itself. Execute him.
What was that? You desire to be killed that much? Fine.
Arson. Okay. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Yo!
I am the pillager of Twilight. Arsene!
What the?
I am the rebel soul that resides
The
within
rebel
you.
soul.
If you so desire, I shall consider granting you the power to break through this crisis.
Give me your power!
Who the hell are you? Guards! Start by killing them! You'll learn the truth!
This power of mine is yours. Kill them, however. Come! Ravage them! It's time. Go down!
It's time.
With this power.
Big level 2. Big easy.
What? What was that just now?
You
You mean this? Okay, this.
damn you!
Hey! And.
You
Goodness. Anyways, let's scram. You lead the way.
goddamn thieves! After them! Don't let them escape! Damn you!
What was that? All right.
Cool. Cool. Let's get the flip out of here. Let me get the cat. The cat's kind of annoying. I don't care too much about him.
It's Sakura-san said that he left the house this morning.
Well.
That's funny.
Stay still. Hey, you. You can fight, right? Let's go. Come. Damn shadows. Looks like it's not about capturing us any. I'll back you up.
Sona.
This is Zoro. Show your might.
Zoro.
That's the. Come
on, Zoro. How do I just? Yeah.
It's a step forward.
Oh, an impressive skill.
Bang, bang. Okay.
Hold on a sec. like I've seen what this dude's wearing before. Ah, damn it! I'm too flustered. I can't remember anything right now.
Come on, let's go!
Hold on, damn it!
What is it? We need to go, fast!
But who are these guys?
Do you really think you have time to worry about other people right now? Besides, they're...
There!
You should have listened to me! I'm glad you stick to your gun. Looks like it's raring to go, too. Let's get away before more show up.
Hold on, we can't just leave these guys here.
You really don't get it, do you? Ugh. There's no time to explain. Look, I'm going. If you don't want to follow, be my guest.
Damn it! Fine, I'm coming.
This way! We're here.
Oh, finally, we're saved. Ugh, it's not opening. Did you trick us, you jerk?
Don't jump to conclusions. Over here.
Hey, wait up! Where are we supposed to get out from here? There aren't even any windows.
Ugh, amateur. This is the most basic of basics. That's right. As I thought, you're a natural at this. It leads all the way outside.
I see. Then we just gotta get that metallic mesh off. And a one, and a... Ah! Ow. Oh, crap. The enemy didn't hear us, did they? Seriously, we're finally getting out of here.
You should wait on celebrating until you actually get out. Now get going.
But what about you?
There's something that I still have to do. We're going our separate ways. You've got manners. Be careful on your way. Those two seem useful, especially the frizzy-haired one.
Did we make it?
You have returned to the real world. Welcome back.
Huh? Returned? Does that mean we got away? I don't know what to think anymore. What was all that anyways? That castle and Kamoshida and that weird cat? What the hell's going on?
What's with the yelling? Are you students of Shujin? Cutting classes, are we?
Huh? No. We were trying to get to school and we ended up at this weird castle.
What? Hand over your bag. You better not be doing any drugs.
Why would you think that?
Are you his friend?
then you should go to... Like I'm trying to...
We passed by Shujin on our... If you spout any more
Come on. Wait a sec. Is that guy for real? Fine, I'm going.
A Minister of Transport announcing his resignation. Things are going as planned. Sai Nijima. That reminds me. Better to leave it be for now.
Is this for real? I'm sure we came the same way. What's going on here?
That's exactly what I wanted to ask you. We received a call from the police.
Damn cops snitched on us after all.
It's rare not to see you alone. Where were you roaming around until this time?
A castle?
So you have no intention of giving an honest answer.
What's this about a castle?
Kamoshida?
You seem so carefree, Sakamoto. Quite a difference from when you did morning practice for the track team.
Shut up! It's your fault that...
How dare you speak that way to Mr. Kamoshida? There's not much leeway left for you, you know?
He's the one that provoked me.
Do you really want to be expelled? In any case, you'll have to explain yourself. Follow me.
What? This is bullshit!
Come now. I should have been more considerate too. Let's just say that we were both to blame.
Well, if you say so. Still, you're coming with me. It's undeniable that you're extremely late.
Fine.
By the way, you're that new transfer student, correct? Have we met somewhere? That's right. I remember now. Well, I'll overlook this just for today. I'm sure you've heard from the principal. But cause any trouble and you'll be expelled. Understand? At any rate, hurry up and go to the... Good luck trying to enjoy your new school life.
Viv, want to try some of Gabe's bread? It's actually so good. Huh?
The school turned into an old
Come here,
castle?
try it. It's so
talking
gas.
cat? Are you hallucinating from an overdose? I won't put up with you if you're simply joking around. I'm going to have you continue the story. The one who received a calling card from the Phantom Thieves was an Olympic medalist. An alumnus from Shushin Academy. The PE teacher Suguru Kamoshida. It all came out in his confession. He was guilty of everything. The abuse, the violations.
I don't know if I need
But
cheese,
there should have been
but
no connection between the two of you since you had just
I just
transferred.
want olive oil and
Why
butter
did you
on it.
target him?
Like from scratch. Like from scratch. Yeah. Literally from scratch. You know she taught him how to, though.
That's unacceptable. Try and recall
Isn't
it
it good?
once again.
He like kneads the dough and like puts flour on it and stuff, and puts it in the Dutch oven. Got German food, drinks, some beers, and just took pictures of him and listened to him explain stuff. And I sent them all to you, unless you skipped through them. Yeah, there was no like crazy wizard ones or anything, you know. What's going on? Did he just like heavy metal or something? I just don't really know. It's just kind of crazy, the things he does. Isn't it good? Mm-hmm. Yeah, fresh bread's better than anything you could ever get at the stores.
He's a criminal, isn't he? Everyone's scared of him.
Unbelievable. Can you explain yourself?
Mm-hmm.
How could you have been lost for this long? It's almost lunchtime. Well, it's probably true that you're not used
Well,
to the
what time are you gonna be back from practice?
Will you pull yourself together? You were given fair warning yesterday. More importantly, I heard that you were caught along with that Sakamoto-kun. Don't get involved with him, okay? He's nothing but trouble. He wasn't like that when he was devoting his time to track and field, though. Anyway, break's almost over. Classes will end after 5th period today because of the subway accident. I'll have you introduce yourself when class resumes. Follow me. By the way, when you introduce yourself, be serious about it, even if you're lying to the class, okay? Do not say anything unnecessary.
You think that's him? Huh? The one in the rumors?
Being super late on his first day? He really is insane.
He looks normal, though.
But he might slug us if we look him in the eye.
Settle down. Well, I'd like to introduce a transfer student. Today we had him attend from the afternoon on since he wasn't feeling well. All right, please say something to the class.
He seems quiet, but I bet when he loses it... I mean, he was arrested for assault, right?
So... Your seat will be... over there, the one that's open. Sorry, but can the people nearby please share your textbooks with him for today?
Ugh, this sucks.
Lies. Did you catch that? Do those two know each other? Ew, does that mean he hit on her before transferring here?
That means she's cheating on him with Mr. Kamoshida. Then again, this is Takamaki-san we're talking about.
For real, that side of the room is totally awful.
Oh, right. The volleyball rally's in 2 days. Everyone's just changed classes, so make sure you use that time to get to know each other. Well then, let's get class started. Who's on duty today?
Everyone, please rise.
What's wrong? Are you sure you're okay? Also, it seems like people are already talking about you, but I'm not the one who told them. I can't even catch a break. Why do I have to deal with this? You should head straight home without stopping by anywhere. Sakura-san sounded pretty angry. Oh, and about Sakamoto-kun, don't get involved. Speak of the devil. What do you want? I heard the police caught you cutting classes today.
It was nothing.
And you haven't dyed your hair back to black either.
Sorry about that. I'll be waiting on the rooftop.
See, that's why I don't want you getting involved. Understood?
Why did you allow a student like him to transfer here? He's already started associating with Sakamoto. A student with a criminal record and the culprit of an assault case. At this rate, it'd be pointless how much I contribute to the school.
Now don't be like that. This school counts on you, Kamoshida-kun. You are our star. Still, a steady buildup is necessary behind such brilliance as well.
Your troubles never seem to end, do they, Principal Kobayakawa? All right, I understand.
Blue Darth Vader, oh no.
There you are. Sorry for calling you up here like this. I bet Kawa... I thought you'd say that. I heard you got a criminal record. Everyone's talking about it. No wonder you were so gutsy. What was all that happened? You know, how we almost got killed at a castle. It wasn't a dream, right? You remember it too, yeah? Well, just because we both remember it doesn't mean much, though. I mean, even if it was a dream, you saved me from Kamoshida. So yeah, thanks. Kamoshida we saw there. You probably don't know about it, but there are some rumors about him. at the school gates. The ripped one. That asshole who was... No one says anything against him because he's some medalist who took the volleyball team to nationals. The way Kamoshida was king of that castle felt crazy real because of that. I wonder if we can go back to that castle again. Ah, forget it. It must have all been a dream. It has to be. Sorry to drag you out here like this. That's all I had to say. You know, we might be pretty similar. I feel like we're gonna get along just fine as troublemakers. I'm Ryuji Sakamoto. I'll come talk if I see you around. Don't ignore me, all right? See ya.
Ryoji. Ryuji. Ryoji. Ryuji. Obediently return home.
I hear you ditched half a day on your first... Just one wrong... Good. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I just closed up shop. I'll head over in half an hour, as promised. What are you standing around for? Get upstairs and go to bed already. No, it's a guy. I just hired a part-timer. Don't forget to lock the door and turn all the lights off, okay? Yep, I'm leaving now. I told you, he's a part-timer.
I should write something.
Live an honest student life. Back to the Velvet Room.
About time you've come to. On your feet, inmate. Our master wishes to speak with you.
First off, you've awakened to your powers, and special ones at that. Your rehabilitation can finally begin.
But his voice is just much different.
There is no need to understand. You will be training the power of personas are in I Have High.
I don't like it compared to 3 and 4.
There is no need to worry. You will learn when the time comes. By the by, have you come to appreciate the Metaverse Navigator? Using it will allow you to... I bestowed it to you as a means to train you as a thief.
The Metaverse Navigator is a gift from our master. Devote yourself to your training so that you may become a fine thief.
It must be disheartening to make use of the Metaverse Navigator alone. Should there be others who would prove beneficial to you, I will grant it to them as well. This is all for you to grow as a most excellent thief.
It's time. Go back and enjoy whatever rest you might have.
Seriously? What's going on?
Look, isn't that her?
You mean that one with the red ribbon? I guess so.
She's so thin. It's not fair. I've got my hair in a ponytail too.
Okay, and what's that got to do with being thin?
Please, take my seat. My station's coming up.
Are you sure? Oh, then.
Oh, wow, what speed. I mean, excuse me, that seat was for this lady. Oh. It's all right. I'm sorry I couldn't be.
It's all right, dearie. Don't you worry.
Please allow me to carry your...
Ain't it heavy, though?
Not at all. Pardon. Thank you so much for earlier. For speaking up when I offered my... You're a second year at Shujin Academy, correct? I'm a first year. Thinking you totally slipped my mind back on the train. Please excuse me.
Class is starting.
This is it.
Yeah, I'm just beast like that. Bye-bye. What time? 7:38? 7? Okay.
Hey there, Takamaki. Things have been pretty dangerous lately with all those accidents.
Sorry, I have a photo shoot today. It's for the special summer issue, so I can't afford to miss it.
Hey now, being a model's fine and dandy, but don't work your pretty little self to the bone. You mentioned you weren't feeling well, right?
Bye-bye.
About appendicitis?
Yes, I keep planning to go to the hospital, but I've been too busy.
You must be lonely too. I feel bad for keeping your best friend at practice. Oh, and he's got a criminal record after all.
Thank you. Please excuse me.
Yo. I want to talk about that castle from yesterday. I tried telling myself it was all just a dream, but I couldn't do it. I can't act like nothing happened. I want to find out what's up with that. And you know... Nice! Okay, glad we're in this together. I think we should just try and retrace our steps from yesterday. In the meantime, you're walking to the station, right? Let's go together. Let me know if you notice any other weird buildings on the way. If a huge castle like that really exists, I'm sure we'll find it in no time. When did they build something like that, though? We walk that way from here, right? When you put it that way, I'm not so sure anymore. All right, this way. Let me know if you notice something. Huh? We're at school. There wasn't anything out of place along the way, right? I didn't see no castle either. We must have made a wrong turn somewhere. Let's try again. Don't worry, I won't mess up this time. Let's go. For real? Is it smaller than we think it is? What do you think? I already did that. I didn't see anything like it around here. Huh? Phone. Hey, that reminds me. Didn't you have a navigation app thingy on back then? I don't know if it was or not, but I heard stuff that sounded like one coming from your phone. You know, didn't it say stuff like returned to the real world or something like that? Let me see your phone for a bit. That's not how I'd describe it. What a weird app. Oh, wait, this is it! I knew it! It is a navigation app! There's even your search history! Let's try you. Why? All we're doing is starting an app.
Kamoshida. Shujin Academy. Pervert. Castle. Beginning navigation.
Here we go! And then we went in a certain direction and... Hey, what are you... Huh? What the hell? Look, it's the castle from yesterday. We made it back. That means what happened yesterday was for real too. That was close. That happened last time too, huh? What's with that outfit?
Jelly.
I ain't jealous. What's going on here?
Hey!
But
This castle, but only to this...
the castle's...
I think you call it's how his distort...
Kamoshi... Explain it!
I shouldn't have...
What did you... What was that?
It must be this...
For real? Oh shit, we saw other...
Most like... What's more...
That son of a bitch.
Ryuji?
This
Now,
is.
the reason I say that is once this one hasn't returned,
You hear me?
on the Mario Circuit 1 and 2 being pulled back
Do you know where those voices?
respectively,
You want me
Mario
to...
Circuit 3
Well, I
is
guess
currently toyed with SNES Rainbow Road.
it's settled then.
For real? Thanks, man.
Alright, let's do this. Follow me. This is our infiltration point.
Ain't that where we escaped out of last time?
That's right. Not barging in through the entrance is one of the basics of phantom thievery.
How are we supposed to know about that stuff?
I'll make sure to teach you as we go. Come on, follow me.
So, sorry for dragging you into all of this. But I just can't forgive that bastard Kamoshida doing whatever the hell he wants. Really though, thanks for coming along. I owe you big time.
Alright, I'll be honest, I have no idea why Nintendo loves Mario Circuit 3 so much, but it's still shows that
Man, this place is as creepy as always.
Mm-hmm. Now make sure you do exactly as I say, alright? Follow me.
Super Mario Kart tracks, we have Ghost Rally 3, the last of the course to influenced by the Ghost House levels.
Dorothy, come here. Yeah, Papa, you come here. Hit myself in the chin with or the lip with my headphones, which is crazy.
Stand out, like the lake in Boot Lake. There's no real reason to want to bring these tracks back when it makes more sense from both a business and fan service point of view to either bring back or create a new Luigi's Mansion inspired course. The other factor, which specifically explains why this one didn't come back but Ghost Valley 1 did, is because it's the only
I'll reveal your true form.
I'll reveal your true form.
So Ghost Valley 3 just not having any basic situation was. But with a mix of an outdated look and a lack of shortcuts, Ghost Valley 3 ends up being nothing more than a lost soul, doomed to spend the rest of its life in a forgotten purgatory. Moving on from the SNES to the N64, we have what is currently the only Mario Kart 64 track to have never returned. In Wario Stadium, a large dirt track consisting of loads of 90 and 180 degree turns.
The shadows probably won't come in here.
And a large jump over the track towards the end. Now, if the track sounds familiar, that's because a very similar concept.
There's a lack of distortion here, meaning the ruler's control over this area is weak.
Wario Stadium. Yeah, I think we've immediately found the problem with this track. Now being used so generic that
is this a
classroom? Track even exists. As a public, another call to the exact same game as theme later on. Something they usually only do with series recurrent courses like Bowser Castle and Rainbow Road. N64 Mario Stadium barely feels like it takes place in the Mario universe. What I mean by that is the local Luigi and DS Mario Stadium have elements from Mario games appear within the track, so like the thin fire bars and giant piranha plants, but the
Gotta get through this tutorial.
I should write something.
Stadium with
its layout, but the only thing present telling you it's from the Mario universe being Wario's face plastered on the walls. Remove them and this could easily pass as an Excitebike 64 track. Whilst it does suck that Wario Stadium is the only N64 source to never come back, I can't really pretend to be shocked by it, given the track's overall plan design with a theme that was just done much better in both Double Dash and DS.
That sounds
Fine, this is...
Moving on to the first handheld entry, we have Mario Kart Super Circuit. The first track of the address being which if it looks familiar, that's because as mentioned earlier, both this course and Boot Lake take heavy inspiration from the SNES Ghost Rally tracks. The main difference is between the two GTA courses. Here, features boost as a station which will latch onto vehicles and single points they can contact, with the background being cleaned up from a haunted house surrounded by dead trees to mountains looking at scary faces. Now, we already talked about how this general track aesthetic fell out of favor after Luigi's Mansion game started existing. So really the question is less why Broken here wasn't brought back and more so why Lake was instead, given that outside of the different background and layout, these two are effectively the same track, and to be completely honest, I think it's really just down to the name. Broken Pier struggles to stick out in the list due to the existence of 4 other tracks with a similar fortune, with that similar lead now being a few Mansion tracks. Meanwhile, as of right now, there are no other haunted lake courses, making
It's not that simple.
Lake stand out in the list, even if the developers of Super Circuit forgot to actually include the lake in question.
Okay.
So ultimately, I think Broken Pier is mainly gone not because it's necessarily bad, but because it has a bland look and name that makes it struggle to stand out compared to more interesting ghost courses. Priority on the PBA track, we have a series staple, the Circuit tradition of Ringworld Road, a traditional winding course which is substantially harder than every other track in the game, taking place high in the sky on a floating multicolored road.
The wall.
All right.
Dorothy. Dorothy, come here. Oh, crap.
For real?
Listen to this.
This will be more of a like generally speaking, due to Super Circuit's fairly simplistic track aesthetics, a lot of other Rainbow Roads are going to be more memorable from whether that be the character-shaped or the small galaxy homologies of or across planets instead. Meanwhile, Super Circuit has known for it in terms of unique looks is Paper Mario's rendition of Bowser's Castle appearing in the background. Otherwise, it's more or less exactly what you'd expect when you think Rainbow Road. Another reason could be that, even by the usual standard of a Rainbow Road's difficulty, Super Circuit's rendition often proves to be exceptionally hard for newer players, mainly due to a lot of the track being surrounded by jump ramps, which, whilst it does allow for some good shortcut opportunities and rewards more masterful players, it also means it has a much sharper learning curve compared to the average Mario Kart course due to how easy it is to hit the jump ramps by accident, making more common than if they just had nothing on the side. Essentially, due to this and its aforementioned lack being one of the Rainbow Roads in the series, with the general lack of support to see it return being the final nail in the coffin, as why we've never seen this rainbow in the sky again, though its path at the last becomes nothing more than an illusion. Moving on to the GameCube with Mario Kart Double Dash, we have Mushroom City, which sees you navigate the multiple pathways throughout the city, all the while avoiding oncoming traffic and head-on collisions with other racers at points when the different roads you can take meet. Now, to be honest, this is the first track where I struggle to actually come up with the reason why it hasn't come back, as it has a fairly unique theme and the multiple pathways around the track creates a very dynamic layout and way for races to play out. But the best I could come up with being Nintendo just felt it was too similar to other tracks that had a slightly bigger following, such as Toad's Turnpike from 64 or Wii's Moonview Highway, that even then I think there's still enough differences in what they do with the theme of a nighttime highway that they still feel like completely different courses. If you have any better explanations for why Mushroom City hasn't come back, then feel free to let me know, but frankly I'm at a dead end and can only assume it hasn't come back for the simple reason that the dev team just haven't got around to it yet due to prioritizing other tracks. Next up, we've got probably one of the more divisive tracks in the series with Wario Coliseum, a course which is functionally the exact opposite of Baby Park, where instead of being an incredibly short track which goes on for 7 laps, it's a long track that only lasts 2 laps, consisting of big jumps, vertical spirals, and big turns, all set in a caged dome within a stone coliseum. Now, when complaining about this track, there's usually 2 things that come up. Those being a distaste for the theming, as a lot of the track is just iron grates surrounded by more iron grates, with the actual Coliseum being more afterthought, and the other is, unsurprisingly, the track's length, as similarly longer courses like 64's version of Rainbow Road have always seen a split reaction, at least prior to the introduction of section tracks in 7, where instead of completing 3 laps, the course is split into 3 sections, which helps alleviate the tedium by by only having you go around the track once. Now, personally, I think if the course is left as is, I don't see much chance of it coming back, especially when Double Dash is a far more popular arena theme track with the previously mentioned RPG Stadium. But maybe if they found a way to either extend the track and make it sectioned, or switch up the route during the second lap in a sort of similar manner to Aether's renditions of courses like Peach's Gardens and Calamari Deserts, it could help make it more digestible whilst maintaining the long track length that's caused with its identity. Otherwise, I doubt we'll see another battle take place at this Coliseum.
Wait. They're members of the volleyball team. The one Kamoshida coaches for.
For our third stop at the Koopa King's place, we have Double Dash's rendition of Bowser's Castle, which features always filled with blocks, iron grates over a lava pit leading to a vertical spiral, a spinning fireball room, all ending off with a series of sharp turns leading to a fire-breathing Bowser statue. Now, overall, this is actually a pretty good course, and I think the fault with it isn't so much the track itself, but how certain circumstances.
Hang on a sec. There's no other way. I'll just... Let's go!
What are your thoughts?
Yeah!
Yes!
Let's go!
This way!
Hurry up and dispose of them. I can't stand their stench.
Damn it!
Ryuji, move! We're surrounded!
I'll kill you!
Persona! Ravage them!
Persona! Ha! There's more of... Failure!
Can't be.
Oh! Oh! You piece of...
I bet you simply came here on a whim and ended up like this, isn't that right?
No!
What a worthless piece of trash, getting emotional so quickly. How dare you raise your hand at me? Though it was only only temporary. Have you forgotten my kindness in supervising track practice?
It wasn't no practice, it was physical abuse. You just didn't like our team.
It was nothing but an eyesore. The only one who needs to achieve results is me. That coach who got fired was hopeless too. Had he not opposed me with a sound argument, I would have settled it with only breaking his star's leg.
What?
Do you need me to deal with your other leg too? The school will call it self-defense anyway.
We're gonna lose again? Not only can I not run anymore, the track team is gone too because of this asshole.
So that's why.
Once these two are dealt with, you're next.
Ryuji!
You're right. Everything that was important to me was taken by him. I'll never get him back.
Stay there and watch. Look on as these hopeless scum die for nothing because they sided with trash like you.
No, that's what you are. All you think about is using people. You're the real scumbag, Kamoshida!
What are you doing? Silence him!
Great success.
Stop looking down on me with that stupid smile on your face!
I'm not really excited. But we're really excited for you, James.
You made me wait quite a while.
Not yet. Look at the dates today. Yeah, James is thinking. What?
You seek power, correct? Then let us form a pact.
Why is
Since your name has been disgraced already, why not hoist the flag and wreak havoc?
No, I understood.
This within decides thus.
Yeah.
I am thou, thou am I.
Yeah.
There is no turning back. The skull of rebellion is your flag henceforth!
Anyway, James, congratulations. Yeah.
What can you do? Cower in fear and watch.
Never make a movie like that.
The pirate scanning thing.
Right on. What's up, Persona? This effing rocks. Now that I got this power, it's time for payback.
Here.
Yo, I'm ready.
Your family have a nice time on Saturday?
Bring it!
Good. Good.
Mock me, you brat!
Man, that kid has stuff.
Blast him away, Captain Kidd! Kamoshida's cognitioning. Let's do this!
Yeah. Good kid. Very popular, very jazzy.
Persona! Go down! Shit!
What's your help? You get some breathing room. Heal!
Persona! Captain Kidd!
Hey, you're in danger! Pull back and heal!
Let's go, Captain!
Enemy's jammed!
Persona! It just proved.
If you weren't here to help them, you know, you have to bring the part back. It's like having to get away. You don't see it. Guess we're not talking. So you just don't care?
How about that?
You just refuse to do it? You know, I really consider it hard to do. I don't. On the outside. No, I'm not doing it. Your car hit my car. There's a huge scratch on my door. It's not just convenient. You realize you left your car close, right? Close down, though. Hit my car. Okay, I don't care. If you want to play games, that's not you. But
Whoa.
I don't care.
So Ryuji had the potential too.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Even if you apologize now, I ain't forgiving you.
No, you need to try. No, it doesn't work like that. Damage on my door. You need to show some.
I told you that.
Are you gonna provide it? Okay. You know what? Let's get take pictures.
What's going on?
I'm so jealous.
Yeah, but hey,
How many times? This is my castle, a place in which I can do whatever I want. Everyone wishes to be loved by me. That is, everyone besides slow-witted thieves like you.
Takamaki, say something.
Calm down, Ryuji. It seems that girl isn't the real one. She's the same as those slaves. A being made from Kamoshida's cognition of her.
Are you jealous? Well, I'm not surprised. Women aren't drawn to problematic punks like you.
Damn it!
Clean them up this instant!
We're outnumbered. Let's scram before we get surrounded.
We're not gonna do anything and just run?
Thank God you've got a level head.
Fine. We'll expose what you really are no matter what. You better be ready for us.
I was beginning to get bored of
Iconic buildings across the Pokemon series. They've seen several variations of the years, so today we're going to look at each of them to determine which one's the best. Generation 1 is obviously the first time we ever see a Pokemon Center. It establishes the fundamental building blocks from which all Pokemon Centers in the future will be built upon. The PC, the song, and the Pokemon Center lady who heals your Pokemon. And no, she's not Nurse Boy, that's an anime thing, and we hate anime here. It might look like every other building in Pokemon Red and Blue to the outside, except for the Poke sign. The interior is very distinct with this weird forest style. I like it, though I have heard some people compare it to Nails and Chocolate Scissors. Giants of magic and COVID. Of course, Earth was a natural color was invented by Isaac Newton. Yeah, it wasn't just gravity that he figured out, but I'm not really going to count that against this moral place because, as I literally just said, it wasn't an option at the time. It is a little funny.
Return to the real world.
Like, literally as far as it can be. And over on this side, the red counter is where you do all of your multiplayer stuff. The Cable Club, where players can connect to each other's copies of the game using ancient technology known as the link cables. I feel like this is a pretty baseline Pokemon Center because it literally is the baseline Pokemon Center, but at the same time, it's very unique compared to all the other ones. They never really did it like this, but again, it's a beat.
Just like he did.
At first sight, I honestly thought this one was a visual downgrade, and I mean, it's smaller, the floor texture isn't as nice, and there are no plants. The music isn't as good. Like, oh, there's a beat now, but we're missing some harmony and reverb.
I'm counting on you.
So everything just looks a little bit nicer. No doubt helped by the new addition of color. Thanks, Ike. The Pokemon healing bed scanner thing is more detailed, so is the PC that's still on the farthest away tile from the door. The new upstairs is the Cable Club, now with 3 separate desks for each link cable activity. Trade, battle, and transfer from the old games. I don't think this needed 3 desks or a second floor. The first floor already don't got much going on. And the outside is basically the same as in the first game, sans the windows. But the roof is a little different across the room.
That's how I felt
I don't think the center's great. See here. These games introduced maybe the most iconic Pokemon Center design that ended up being the new template for a while, and because of that, it's kind of the worst version. Like, look at that.
Might be more luck than I originally thought.
Very different from the stairs of yesteryear, and they lead to basically the same thing. A place where you can link up with other players to battle and trade, but also now use the record mixer, which at first I thought would be a cool music minigame or something. But it's a way to share player-dependent data like secret bases. Overall, this is a pretty good
It's rush hour on the
I think it's a little boring, but I'd be remiss to put it anywhere other than A tier. Except it's not on its own. This is a comparison. It's like C tier. Because Fire Emblem Three are basically the exact same thing, but better.
As we do something.
Yeah, there's not much to say. Everything just looks a little bit nicer, like the Gilded having spots for each of your walls and the Pokeball logo not looking cursed. So I do actually like the exterior of the Hoenn Pokemon Center a little bit more, but I love the little windows on top of this one like the original game. The second floor is no longer the cable club, but now wireless club. There's two desks here, one for the Union Room and one's the Direct Corner. I didn't understand what the Union Room was as a kid, and I still kind of don't. It's a room where you can hang out with apparently up to 40 other players, something that's certainly never happened before. There's a basic chat system, which is pointless because you need to be in the same IRL area as everyone in the room, so just like, so I don't know who to talk to them. You can trade and battle people, but why do literally any of that when the Direct Corner does the same thing without the aforementioned Onion Room? And you can also play the minigame Berry Crush here. What the hell is Berry Crush? Mashing the A button. This is a pretty standard Pokemon Center, simply a refinement of what came before. B tier. Daring today, aren't we? The Sinnoh Pokemon Center is basically the same as the last two, but somehow even more boring. It's empty. Almost no furniture to make room for the new downstairs escalator. Upstairs is the same stuff as last time, trade, battle, mix records. And downstairs is the Wi-Fi club, where you can battle, trade, and even use voice chat with people registered on your Palpad. Ain't it crazy they put voice chat in a Pokemon game before?
Should someone like me really be on the starting lineup?
I don't like the music in this one. It's just kind of annoying. I don't know, is that a hot take? The nighttime music's okay, but I hate the daytime version. I don't really like the center. It's incredibly unoriginal. There's nothing that sets it apart, but it does low-key have the best exterior so far. Doesn't save it from D tier though. Okay, the theming's pretty basic. The outside is your standard Pokemon Center. The inside colors are boring, but they were cooking with this layout. It feels big, which I love. One of my favorite things a Pokemon Center can do is feel like a community center, which this one does by size alone because there are no chairs. The asymmetrical stairs are cool, the music's good, flames, and the PC is right up front. Upstairs has the same functionality as before, but downstairs got a huge addition, the Wi-Fi closet. A sort of evolution to the Union Room that would be themed around a certain type and changed every time you entered it. There were minigames, touchscreen toys, and a parade with Pokemon floats and fireworks. I never got to experience this because I never had these games and never will apparently, but it sounds like this was a pretty cool bonus area. A tier, probably the best center so far. Do you know the Pokemon Center takes what worked about the last one and cranks it up a notch? Finally, we have another new design, a super clean, efficient floor plan, where in addition to the regular Pokemon Center, beige and red, we get a lot of blue thanks to two things. One, the camera angle being slightly tilted so it's not completely overhead like before, allowing for a better view of the windowed walls. And two, the integration of the Pokemon on the right. It's beyond convenient to have everything under one roof, even if it does mean that we can't get that rich convenience store atmosphere anymore. Across from the shop are some cute little tables and a magazine rack, and the top floor has the standard wireless and Palpad Wi-Fi options, but also a global matchmaking option for trading and battling. And then also a globe where you can look at the Earth and register where you live. I don't know why you'd ever use that. The outside looks pretty cool. This is the new best Pokemon Center. S tier. Actually, no, it's this one. This one's the GOAT. Pokemon Center Lady is front and center, making the time to heal super fast to a short distance from the door. Even then, the task of healing your Pokemon has immediately seen some additions like the behind-the-counter display, the variable camera angles made possible by the jump to 3D, which has also allowed for the most detailed interior to date. There's multiple lounge areas so you can finally sit in, the Pokemart, and space for a change room now that all the multiplayer communication was handled by the PSS on the touchscreen. Everything here serves a purpose, making for the most efficient Pokemon Center yet. But before a lot of the jumps.
This game just looks so cool.
When unused by the player base. The future
futuristic red and white aesthetic is a little bland. I'd say the Unova Center slightly edges this one out in appearance, but this is still pretty good. The exterior is alright. It doesn't need the side archways on the top. Those look kind of weird, but whatever. The only complaint I have is that the center is a little small, but as I mentioned, that kind of works in its favor. And despite the small size, they crammed a lot in here. Easy S tier. Oh, okay. Yeah, it makes sense that this was a little boring. There's not really much they could have done. This is a remake after all. It's just a step down from the last couple Pokemon centers, and in some ways, kind of all of them. Because there's really not a ton you can do here. We don't need the gift club anymore. The shops are separate, so all there is to do is heal your Pokemon and use the PC, which is all you really need, but there's just nothing else. They do change the music on your birthday, so that's special. I've kept my Alpha Sapphire save file in a Pokemon Center for 7 years, so it never go away. Regular music is good, but also the most common, basic, overplayed Pokemon YouTube video music ever.
What's up, Poke friends? Today we're going to be ranking the top 10 Pokemon themes.
Now, the only standout thing about this center is the exterior. That's a good-looking building. Honestly, this might be the best one from the outside until literally the next one we're going to talk about. B tier. Kind of make it look like glass or something, and so do the sound effects. I can't really tell what it is, but it looks cool and it's very unique.
Alright, not bad. Now. Oh, Jesus.
On the other side, we have the Pokemon Center Cafe. Anyone ever use it? You can order drinks for your trainer, but they don't do anything. Once a day, they'll give you some random treat from a different region and some.
So I guess that's for the metaverse then.
I like that there's a shop for traders in there. It makes the world feel real, but it serves basically no gameplay purpose and replaced the changing room from the Kalos Pokemon Centers, which sadly never returned. The music is again pretty calm. It fits the Alolan region well and establishes a very chill vibe. Overall, this is just a good Pokemon Center. It takes a bit of a step back in functionality compared to the X and Y ones, but its theming more than makes up for it. S tier again.
Awesome.
And we're back to the boring design, but I kind of like it this game. It might just be because it's the highest scratchable fidelity Pokemon Center we've seen yet, but this one's alright. The floor is a little different with only one side of the Pokeball. It looks nice. I like how everything is designed towards a central point. And maybe it's the camera angle, but this center also feels decently sized compared to the other ones in this style. But with all that said, this may be the least featured Pokemon Center ever. All you can do here is heal. Now that Pokemon box management can be done from anywhere. This is my favorite looking of the template Pokemon Centers.
Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate hopping on the stream and all that. I'm just going to be streaming from this little laptop for a little bit longer. Just a couple more weeks, I'll be back on the PC. But yeah, I've enjoyed starting this game. I shall see you all soon.